Good morning, students. Today we will move to the last concept, that is macros. So it is an important one and it is a for 15 marks question. So what is macro? Macro is a series of commands and instructions that are grouped together as a single command to accomplish a task. It is having some of the uses. Uses are: we can speed up the routine editing and formattings. We can combine multiple commands, and to automate the complex series of tasks. Macro consists of basically three steps. First one is recording a macro. Second one is stop recording. Third one is we have to run macro. So ultimately, macro means instead of doing many tasks, we can combine all those tasks in one button, and we have to process by just click on that button. So it is having three basic steps. First one is record, second one is stop, and third one is run. So I will show how to do those processes. First thing is that, so you have to insert any paragraph, then we have to select it, then so click on view tab, click on macros group, and click on macros drop down button. Here group name and command name both are same. When we click on drop down button, it will show three options here: view, record, and pause. So it is same as recording a song. So in mobile, first we have to click on record button. After that we have to sing one song. After that we have to stop it. Then we have to play. So here one more option is there, pause. In between, if you want break, on that time you click on pause recording. And if I want to continue that recording, on that time the pause recording changes to resume. So here first step is that we have to click on record macro option. It opens a record macro dialog box. Here two options are there. One is button, second one is keyboard. First we have to give a macro name. So I will give macro name as tiger. You can insert any name, but the macro name should start with an alphabet only. Next one is, we can run the macro in three ways: either by selecting the macro name, or by button, or with the help of keyboard. So first I will record a macro by macro name. Then here store macro in option is there. This is optional, you can select it. Here all documents means I can run the macro in all documents or only to this document. If I want to run the macro in only to this document, on that to select the second option. If I want to run for all documents, so click on all documents option. Next one is description. So what I have to store in macro? So I will store the macro. So the question they will give, so what you have to store? So I have to make the text as bold. So I will apply highlight color. Then I will apply font name. Then I will apply line spacing. So whatever you want, you can write. These are all optional. Then just click on OK. When I click on OK, your arrow mark changes to this type of cassette player. So you can view that one. So first the mouse cursor will be just as arrow mark. Now along with the arrow mark, it shows a record button. So important thing is that here we have to select the text. After that only we have to click on view button, macros drop down button, and you have to select the option. So now it is not possible to select the text. Now so you have to record it. So how to record it? So click on home. So what you have to record? I want to make the text as bold. I made it bold. Then So I will apply the font name as Cambria. Now I will increment the size as 18. I will apply text highlight color. Now I will apply font color. Then line spacing is 1.5. So these things I have applied for the macro. Now I have to stop it. So just click on view button, view tab, macros drop down button, then click on stop recording. Here first two steps are over. Now we have to run it. So where we have to run it? So we have to open a new document, just like by click on office button, click on new option. It opens new dialog box. Blank document is there. Click on create. Now equal to. Now you have to again select the text, then click on view tab, then click on macros drop down button, then click on view macros option. This is about the running. Here I have already given the macro name as tiger. It is here, and when you click on run button, automatically, so whatever you have recorded, so that will apply to these texts. So here I have applied the font name, then color, text highlight color is there, line spacing is there. So everything applied to by just click on the tiger button. This is the first way to record the macro. So one more way is there, so which I will show. New document. So select the paragraph, then click on view tab, then macros group, macros drop down button, click on record macro. So I will give the macro name as hello. Now I will apply button option. So it opens a word options dialog box. One more time I will show. So click on macros, click on record macro. Now give the macro name as hello1, then click on button option. It opens word options dialog box. See here, normal new macro hello1 option is there. You have to select this option and you have to click on add button. So now I will apply a new button for this one. So select this option and click on customize. Click on modify button, and here you have to select any one of the emoji. So I will apply the emoji as I. You can apply any one emoji, then click on OK. Then click on OK here. So automatically that emoji is available on the quick access toolbar. Now I have to apply the recording process. So I will make it as bold. Now I will apply the font as Kandara. Then I will apply font size. Text highlight color and make it as green. Then this one I will apply as purple. So these things I have applied. Now I will stop it. So click on view tab, click on macros drop down button, click on stop recording. So here first two steps are over. Now how to run it? So again click on new, it opens new document dialog box, click on blank document, click on create. Now type text, then you have to select it. Now click on view macros drop down button, click on view macros and select the macro name as hello1 and click on run or directly you can run this one by just click on this emoji. When we click on this, automatically whatever you have recorded, so that will apply to text. Then the one more option is recording, is that by giving the shortcut. So I will show the last option, how to record and store. So click on Microsoft Office, then click on enter any one text, then select it, click on view tab, click on macros, click on record macro. This is the third option. Now I will give name, macro name as Jack. Now I will apply keyboard option. Press new shortcut key. Here you have to give any one shortcut key. So I will apply shortcut key as Control plus D. Then click on assign. Click on close. Automatically your arrow mark changes to record player option. Now apply the recordings. Now I will apply the font as Bookman old style. I will decrease the font to 8. I will make it as underline. Then I will apply the font as orange color. Now I will stop it. So how to stop? We click on view tab, click on macros drop down button, click on stop recording. Now how to run it? Click on office button, click on new, it opens new document dialog box, blank document, click on create. Now again type text, then select it. Now instead of selecting run option from view macros drop down button and view macro option, so what I will do is that, so I will click on Control plus D automatically. So whatever I have stored in macro button macro name, so it will apply to the next text. So these are the three ways to record a macro. Instead of selecting many commands, so we can store all the commands in one button, one name, or one shortcut key. So the definition is for 2 marks and the entire process is for 15 marks, and uses for 2 marks and steps for 5 marks. So this is the important one. So here it completes the Microsoft Word chapter. So in next class I will move to the last chapter, that is system analysis and design. Thank you one and all. So today I will, along with this recording, so I will send the last notes also. Thank you.